city, right, has a big disparity from the far west. But what we might not know as a fact is the savings by this poor region, the farmers and the like, are actually used to subsidize or lend, not subsidizing, but lend, being lent to the coastal cities for their economic activities. That's a fact. But I say they're not active in lending at all. They have the ability to do that. Right? I can count from what I know, nothing more than one hand, the number of RCCs that are successful lenders. Photos. This is one taken from Inner Mongolia. A typical RCC. This is one of their bankbooks, a manual one. The second one, still unofficial one, the postal bank. Part of the post office, post and communication. Right? It was a year or two ago, the central government says the postal bank should start lending on microfinance. Before that, they do lend, but they only lend against the deposits they have. There's no risk. Right? And there's not much ticker anyway. Now, they are starting, but again, being government, being a big organization, very slow. Right? Again, they exist around the country in excess of 30,000 branches all over. I quote these two because I feel that once they are properly developed, they can be very good potential as suppliers. The next one will be the NGOs. In China, we have what we call government-organized NGO, BONGOs. This one, China Foundation for Poverty Alleviation, is probably the biggest of all the NGOs that are running microfinance. They employ 160 million, 26 branches, 34,000 clients, average loan size of 6,000, repayment rate of close to 100%. And that is not unusual for microfinance operations in China. Very high repayment rate. As a matter of fact, most of the operators do not see repayment as any kind of problem. They are guiding themselves, not a real problem. Well, in the last 3 years, 4 years, we have seen many legislations in China allowing and promoting microfinance. Departing a bit from that, in China we have something called the State Council, Gongmuyun. The State Council every year in January would issue a statement, number one statement of the State Council, which is normally the issue the country is concerned with. And for the last 6 years, it's always on rural development. And without exception, every single year, microfinance was mentioned in that document as a useful tool to alleviate poverty, and is to be encouraged. So it's the State Council encouraging microfinance development in China. But I'm going to contradict that later by China's deeds. Anyway, as a result of a few pieces of legislation, we now have microcredit companies, and I quote one example as this one being the first foreign capital for microcredit companies. There are many. There are now, I believe, 1,200 something microcredit companies in China. Most of them are of local capital, local people. Here you go. This one is in Sichuan. This one, recognize this guy? Mr. Mark? 3 months ago, wasn't it? 3 months ago, 6 months ago? he pledged $5 million in a joint venture with Grameen Trust of Bangladesh to set up something on microfinance, a microcredit company in Sichuan as part of the earthquake relief. So Chinese enterprises are coming in to support microfinance. I have to repeat to say that these are only examples. We're talking about in excess of 1,200 microcredit companies, and it's the more. The second category, this comes in through legislation in December 2006. They allow the setup of village banks. Something like Grameen Bank, maybe, but maybe not. Right? Very relaxed rules about capitalization. You need a maximum, absolute maximum of 3 million RMB to set up a village bank. And for other forms of cooperatives, it can be as low as 100,000. So capital requirement is no barrier, but there are other barriers. And as a result of that, we have HSBC, we all know. By now, HSBC have 3 village banks in China already. We also have Standard Chartered Bank. Not only doing this, a village bank, but also supporting microfinance in China in other ways, like with China Foundation for Poverty Alleviation. Other international NGOs participating, supporting microfinance in China, of which Grameen Foundation, they are not in any order. And Jennifer can always come back to us and let us know more about what Grameen Foundation is doing in China. Plan International, their own projects under the umbrella of Women Federation, Fulia. Under their umbrella, they're doing quite a few project sites in China. Opportunity International, they package business loans, not the microfinance, but they're lending to business starters. Slightly bigger sum than the normal 5,000–6,000 RMB. Grameen Foundation, we can come back. Wuhan is not international, it's not a lot of history, it's a couple of years only, but it's an internet-based thing. Very interesting, go in and look at it. Am I going too fast? The curious situation in China. I highlight only one, but there are many. It's like that participants seem to be more interested in lending bigger amounts than the real microfinance we are talking about. Well, very crudely, I would say anything in excess of 20,000 RMB, if not a lot less, I would not classify them as microfinance. But these people are not into that category at all. HSBC of the 3 branches, they are mostly helping small businesses, starter businesses. Harbin Bank would openly say that they are looking towards increasing their average amount of loan and saying that proudly. And why? I think it's because in China, because probably this history, we had a few major banks, the 4 big ones we know, the provincial ones we know, and we had huge state enterprises. Business between these mega banks and the state enterprises are busy enough. So the sector on smaller businesses, small business, again, crudely I say, those who are needing 4 or 5 million or less, have difficulties borrowing or finding financial institutions to partner with.